Come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination. Something else I don't know. The words. But I'll tell you what we do know, that this is a little episode of American Brews and Tunes.
Yeah. Here's a theme song, you know it's not a mean song. It's a good song, just as it should song. American Brews and Tunes. Shibbity beeby dow.
And we're back.
Woo.
This is episode number 80 of American Brews
80?
and Tunes.
You know what 80 means?
It means not 79.
It means not 81 either. And it also means it's time to do something a little bit different.
It does mean that. That's literally the definition of 80. So I know you all listened to our fun episode where we interviewed the Black Abbey Brewing Company in
that was a
Nashville last week.
Fantastic time.
And next week we will be returning to our regular format episodes in which we review Simple Plan and Mac DeMarco.
Yep.
But this week we're just going to do something a little different.
Just a little different.
We're going to be reviewing one beverage.
Yep.
And we're going to be reviewing one song. What?
One song, huh? What?
Yeah, the Menzingers just put out a fun single in lieu of their upcoming album, which we will touch upon.
Yeah, so we figured we might as well just kind of touch upon that because
We're excited about it.
A, we love the Menzingers, and B, we figured we'd give a very, very short episode a try and see how everybody likes it.
Yeah, and we also figured we'd try something different other than just
it's not
straight
really
beer.
a beer,
Yeah,
but it is alcoholic.
What are we having here?
We're having a hard coffee from none other than Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, it's fairly new. It just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Well, I guess it popped up out of somewhere, but
Yeah.
there's not much that I could find on it. Just
that
on the
it's-
can, it says, "This is the original Pabst Blue Ribbon hard iced coffee with a dash of milk. This Java brew balances rich, creamy blend with a whipped vanilla flavor."
Ooh.
And then it
sounds
says,
tasty.
"Malt beverage with natural and artificial flavors, contains milk."
Yeah, so it's a malt beverage. It's a limited release. It was only released in a few states, I believe.
Yeah, so far, maybe it'll have a wider release later, but I picked it up in Pittsburgh when I was back there for a fun concert of sorts.
Yeah.
Blink 182.
Oh.
But yeah, we figured we'd give this a try. I was looking up some people's comments on Untapped, and one person said, "Tastes like adult Yoo-hoo." So we'll see.
I've never had Yoo-hoo, so...
You
hopefully-
haven't?
No,
Well, that's
I never have.
strange. I feel like everyone's had it. That's like a
Nah.
childhood thing.
Not for me, I guess.
You'll have to try one sometime just so you can see. You
don't
probably won't
know.
like it anymore. It's more of a kid thing, but
Is it? I know a lot of people buy it.
because it's not chocolate milk, it's like chocolate
No, it's in
drink.
like a weird... it's like a weird chocolate drink. Just like Sunny Delight is not orange juice. It's just kind of like an orange drink.
Mm-hmm. It's weird,
Yeah.
but good.
I don't know. Who
Let's
knows?
give this a crack and see what we can see. Taste what
See
we
what
can
we can
taste.
see, taste what we can taste, hear what we can hear.
And we are splitting a glass of this.
Yeah, because it's only, like a 12-ounce beverage?
Yeah, something like that. It's weird pouring a PBR type beverage and having no carbonation.
Yeah, because it does just look like if you were to get like a Starbucks Frappuccino.
Like one blended from a store already made.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like that. So, I'm kind of excited to try it. I feel like it's probably just going to taste like that person said. Like, it's just going to be like a normal Frappuccino type thing.
It smells pretty sweet. See if you get a sniff of that.
Yeah, it smells very sweet.
It smells creamy. It smells a little bit coffee.
It smells, you know how, I think this kind of smells like Nesquik.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Or like if you were to make your own chocolate milk with Hershey's chocolate syrup and regular milk, that's kind of what it smells like. To me, that's what it smells like.
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison. Yeah, but let's say that we give it a try just to see what it tastes
let's
like.
give it a shot.
As we always say in American Brews and Tunes, ship it people down! Down the coffee hatch. You know what? This tastes exactly how those bottled Frappuccinos from Starbucks taste. Almost like...
It's just a little bit lighter than those.
Yeah.
Less creamy.
Are you getting any booze flavors? Because I'm not really at all.
Nope.
Like if I didn't know that there was alcohol in this, I would say
I'd be
there's
like,
not.
I'd be like, ooh, what a nice coffee drink.
It's a little sweeter than I would like to have.
Yeah, it's a little bit more airy than I thought it was going to be. They must have
Yeah.
used like skim milk instead of whole milk.
Perhaps. Maybe a fat-free blend of sorts.
Fat-free blend.
It's interesting. I'm not sure
It
that...
is.
Would you get it again?
Probably not.
I've got...
Just
I don't
because
really have too much of a desire for this kind of
How much
thing.
How much was it in Pittsburgh? Was it like
Like
$5 or something like that?
$2 for a can. It was cheap.
Oh,
It was
that's
at
not
a
bad.
gas station. Now that's kind of legal in PA. Before, the liquor laws would prevent you from selling beer or liquor at a store that wasn't run by the state. So you had to go
Yeah.
to a beer distributor
That's so
or a
weird.
wines and spirits run by the state. But yeah, this is curious. It's good for a one-time try, but I'm not sure I would come back to it. If I'm having a coffee beverage, I'd rather have something
Without alcohol?
No, it's just something more coffee-y, straight coffee. Because I don't mind having a coffee and like maybe throwing some like Baileys or something in there or some Kahlua.
Yeah.
Because
True.
you got some booze, and it kind of adds to the flavor of the coffee. But
Yeah, this one doesn't really have any boozy flavors or really any notes. It just kind of... This is probably what Yoo-hoo tastes like.
yeah, it is reminiscent of the Starbucks Frappuccino from a bottle. And I guess after that second taste, maybe I can taste a little
There's
boozy
a
presence, but
slight booziness, but it's not overpowering, and it's definitely not overbearing. I think it tastes fine. You know, if you're looking for a coffee beverage combined with alcohol, go pick this up.
yeah. And I think this would be best served as cold as possible.
Yeah, maybe. You could probably like make a milkshake with it. That'd be pretty good.
Ooh, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Or maybe just put this with regular coffee.
Add it to the coffee.
Maybe
yeah.
add a shot of espresso.
Yeah. Give yourself even more caffeine along with alcohol.
Yeah, the perfect combination, as everyone always says for the history of forever.
The perfect combination.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if this flavor changes as it warms up, but if it does, we'll let you know.
I'll be dumbfounded
And I'll be Steven.
or flabbergasted.
But anyways, let's touch upon this new Menzingers track, shall we?
Yeah.
The song is called Anna.
Anna, yes.
The lady's name, Anna.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what other Anna as in...
I don't know. Annapurna? The mountain? Anagram?
Anagram. Oh, anagram. Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Anomaly?
Anomaly.
We're getting to stretch. But this is from their upcoming album entitled Hello Exile, which comes
Yeah.
out October 4th.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the new album.
I am too. I looked up the track listing, and it sounds like there's going to be some interesting songs on it.
Really?
And Anna is track number 2.
Oh,
so
really?
it's not going to be the lead track.
Okay.
And it's not buried in the middle. It's number 2.
Nice.
So I'm sure there's some reason why they put it number 2, and some reason why it's their lead single. It's pretty poppy, but maybe that's why. I think bands tend to do that. They'll put more of a catchy
put a little
song
bit more
up front.
a catchy song up front. Yeah, makes sense.
The first time I heard it, the thing that struck me the most was the sound of the production
Yeah,
and the melodic structure of the song
yeah,
was reminiscent of their previous album, After the Party.
yeah. Yeah, I think the structure of the song and the melodic structure is very reminiscent of After the Party, but the subject matter is a little bit different. And the production is definitely different.
Yes.
The production is what struck me the most as well. Right before, like today, I was listening to Green Star by Pears.
Ooh, good song.
And then right after that, I switched to listening to this song. And it's so crazy how whenever you switch from like two different albums and different bands, how much you can tell how different the production was. And whenever I switched between Green Star and this song Anna by the Menzingers, I could definitely tell a huge switch in the production.
This would probably make Green Star sound not very full, my guess.
The Menzingers song sounds a little bit flatter in terms of not flat in a bad way. It's like more mid-range and less.
Yeah.
It's like almost feels like more compressed.
Oh, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But there's a lot more going on also in the
Yeah.
Menzingers one.
Yeah.
Anyhow, subject-wise, I know you said it was a little different than After the Party. When I first listened to it, I thought it was a breakup song.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to not steer towards the lyrics upon the first listen. I usually will listen to the music, melodies, production, all that jazz. Even though this is not a jazz song, I'll listen to all that first because that's what strikes me off the bat.
Yeah.
But upon a second or perhaps third listen, I realized quickly that it is not a breakup song.
It's definitely not a breakup song.
Yeah. It's about a guy who is either dating or married to this girl named Anna. He has moved into her place, and she got a promotion or a really nice job, and she travels a lot and isn't at the house. And he misses her. He wants her to come back.
Yeah.
So he can tell her all these things.
Yeah, like the whole chorus is him saying things like I've got so much to tell you.
Please come back to Philadelphia.
Please come back to Philadelphia.
This place isn't the same without you, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he talks about other people like asking for her and like wondering where she is.
Our neighbors are changed, and all our friends keep asking for you. This place ain't the same without you, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he misses her, and he just wants her to come back.
Yeah.
The love song.
Yeah.
Even though there's some sad reminiscent stuff, but it's not like where After the Party kind of was reminiscent of the past, realizing that's over and you got to grow up. This is just at a specific place in your life that necessarily isn't reminiscent or trying to look forward or move forward. It's just a moment.
It's like a slice in this guy's life.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not. It doesn't really seem like it's saying anything beyond what the song is saying. You know,
it's like a vignette of what this guy's feeling.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I really miss this lady, and I want her back in Philadelphia.
I like the second verse quite a bit when he's talking about how she's gone and traveling a lot.
Yeah.
He says, it's like our studio apartment is just a place to keep your stuff.
Yeah.
So it's almost like her storage unit, but he's living there, all sad like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very normal song, normal subject matter in that way.
I wonder what inspired them to write this theme. I almost wonder if perhaps, I don't know if either of them have, say, like any of the people in Menzingers have significant others or spouses or whatever, but maybe that's what their significant others feel when the Menzingers hits the road. So
whenever they're on tour.
Perhaps they're writing the song like by proxy for those people or something. Maybe they...
Yeah, that could be for sure.
Or maybe it's something they've experienced in the past. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I bet you if they do have significant others, that's what they would feel.
Yeah.
When you're out on tour for months at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then pretty much your apartment is a storage unit. Just a place to come back and sleep from time to time.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But I think this is classic Menzingers. It's like just storytelling at its best.
Yeah.
Kind of like how After the Party, the song Bad Catholics was a shot of that person's story-wise. And that song was just a good example of their storytelling, and so is this.
Yeah, for sure.
Greg sings this song.
Yes.
Not Tom. But I'm very sure that Tom will sing other songs on the album.
100%.
That's what they typically do. And as usual, Greg sounds very genuine in the song.
Yeah.
I think he sounds convicted to what he's saying. Like it sounds like it's his story.
Yeah, it sounds like he's completely behind the lyrics.
Yeah, he's not the narrator telling somebody else's story. It's his story. That's the way he makes it sound.
Yeah.
They also released this with a vidya, a good old music video, which shows this guy going around Philadelphia with a handheld camcorder, an old style looking one. And he's just going around doing all kinds of different things and filming, and he's by himself.
Probably like things that they would normally do together, like that person and Anna.
Perhaps. I bet you that's probably what it was. At the end of the video, he compiles all the shots that he took and puts it on a VHS, and then he writes "For Anna" on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just him waiting for her to come back. And he's maybe in the same way that the song says, "I've got so many things to tell you." So does this guy in the video, but he's got so many things to show her. Yeah. Over the video.
Yeah.
Interesting that it's from the perspective of Philadelphia, since the Menzingers are from Scranton.
Yeah, but don't they kind of consider Philadelphia like their home?
Oh no, they don't. You look at their T-shirts; they say Scranton, PA.
Well, no, yeah, but didn't they move to Philadelphia?
I don't know.
At some point,
but as we know from hit TV show The Office, Scranton is way closer to Philadelphia than it is to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
it's in.
It's like mid. Like if you're looking at the state, it's like closer to the middle right.
Oh, so it's east of Harrisburg?
Yes, northeast of Harrisburg, I believe.
Gotcha.
My geography is terrible, and I should know more about Pennsylvania, but whoops. So is life.
Such is life, yeah.
The Menzingers also announced a tour.
Yeah, that we're very excited for.
So if you live anywhere in the continental U.S., be sure to look up the Menzingers website and check out the tour dates. If you haven't seen them before, check it out. If you have seen them before, also check it out. Their concerts are really good. They're high energy.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of passionate guys singing songs about what they really feel.
About life.
Yeah, about life.
And whatnot.
Yeah, and it's a good experience to go see them live.
Fantastic, yeah. It's always a great time.
Support live music. Buy a t-shirt, you know? That's how you get bands support.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can listen to them and stream all their stuff and maybe buy a CD from time to time, but that's not really how they get paid.
You get paid from the shows and the merch.
Go to a show.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else do you have to say about the upcoming Menzingers album, songs, tour, anything Menzingers in that camp?
The only thing that I have to say is, I mean, like, besides the fact that I'm just really excited for it, because I absolutely loved After the Party, their last album.
Same.
I'm very, very interested to see what this new album's whole theme is going to be, because the title being Hello Exile, it seems like it could be that's a very broad idea, you know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of it might have to do with the climate in the U.S., the social
climate.
Yeah. Like the very first song on the record is called America, and then in parentheses it says "You're freaking me out."
Oh, really?
So it could have something to do with what's going on with the socioeconomic place, maybe the politics.
Yeah.
All kind of weird things are going on in the U.S. right now, so I'm sure they're probably commenting. And they're not always a political band, or they're not really political at all, are they?
They're not. Yeah, they're not generally political at all. No. Yeah. Maybe some of their earlier stuff was.
Yeah, but not really too much.
If I don't know, it seems like now they would do it tastefully.
Yeah, I agree.
And not like outright, blatantly, you know.
No protest songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm expecting a little bit of that. I'm hoping that they'll branch out and expand upon their sound a little bit.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of nice.
Like when I listened to After the Party for the first time, their last full length, there was a lot of sounds I did not expect, but welcomed with open arms.
Yeah.
I thought that album was fantastic, and I've got pretty high expectations for this one.
Yeah, so do I. Because their last, I mean, I've liked all the albums that I've listened to.
Samesies.
So I'm very excited for their new album.
Me too.
Can't wait till they come to Nashville. Can't wait to see them.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be a good fall for music, albums,
is.
tours, all kind of good stuff.
Yep.
Anything else to say about this hard coffee beverage? It stayed the same.
Good try, PBR.
Yeah, good try.
Trying to branch out and do something weird.
I mean, can't blame them. Like all these breweries are coming out with hard seltzers.
Yeah.
I even saw hard still water, which is odd.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like actually just water.
Yeah.
With alcohol in it.
And maybe some slight flavoring.
Yeah.
Weird.
So strange. But hey, I mean, they did something. They took a chance. It doesn't taste terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a try if you're all curious. If you like the bottled Starbucks Frappuccinos, you would probably like this.
Yeah, and you just kind of want a little bit of alcohol in there.
I bet you a lot of people would like this because those Starbucks drinks are popular.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they did it.
Yeah, why not?
Anyway,
let's say we finish this and sign off.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
As we always say on American Brews and Tunes,
shibbity people do!
Coffee down the hatch. Extra sweet as well. Wowzers. Once again, my name is Stephen Johnston.
And my name is Jesse Titus.
And we will see you next week for our regular episode of American Brews and Tunes.
Here's a theme song, you know it's not a mean song. It's a good song, just as it should song. American Brews and Tunes. Shibbity